Hi everyone, and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host Sheridan Nichols, and kicking off the show today I've got Brittany Fleener from Branch House with me, and October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month and we've got some things to chat about. Tell me about what's going on at Branch House and a little bit about the importance of this month.
Yeah, so Domestic Violence Awareness Month is a huge month for Branch House because we are a facility that really focuses on hope and healing for survivors of domestic violence. And so we're going to be out in the community this month. We're actually bringing a campaign. It's called the #OneThing campaign to the area. It's a campaign that started with the National Resource Center on Domestic Violence. And what it is, it's just asking our community to think about one thing that you can do to either stop domestic violence, spread awareness about domestic violence, or something that you can do within your own relationship that's a healthier trait. Because it takes our community really working together to combat interpersonal violence. And so that's really what this campaign is asking us to do. And so we're going to be sharing statistics and information and resources on our Facebook page as well as our website throughout the month, and really try to get the word out there in the community about how serious domestic violence is right here at home.
Well, we know you do a great job and you have really just done wonders for our area with this, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I love the name of this campaign, and it's great because it allows you to get involved. And I think sometimes people think, oh, I can't do anything to help, but that's just not true.
Right, yes, all it takes is one thing, and collectively we can all make a difference. And so this is a great campaign for our community, for our service providers, for everyone to come together and do the one thing to stop domestic violence.
And there's also some recognition awards that you all do, so tell us about that.
Yes, so we're really excited about this event. It's our annual Service and Protection Awards. We do this event every year at the beginning of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And what it is, it honors our local fallen officers, and as well as recognizes those officers who really go above and beyond what they're called to do for domestic violence victims. We also recognize a Professional of the Year during this campaign or during this event, and so we'll be recognizing that person with the Steve Hinkle Award. Steve Hinkle was a sergeant for the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office who was killed in the line of duty in 2019, and so we named that award after him. And then we also have the Mark Vance Award, that's named after a Bristol, Tennessee police officer who was killed in the line of duty responding to a domestic violence call. And so that award is presented to one of the officers who was nominated and voted upon by a committee to receive the award and the honor. And so we're just really excited. We're inviting the public to come out. That event is going to be at Branch House. Our address is 313 Foothills Drive in Blountville. It's going to be on Friday, October 7th at 10 a.m. in the front lawn of Branch House.
Oh, great. Yeah, definitely. We'll mark your calendar. So, well, that's exciting. Anything else I'm missing?
We're just really excited about this month. It's going to be really busy. It's going to be full of really exciting things and getting awareness out into the community. And we're just excited about what's to come for this month.
Have you seen an increase in domestic violence? I know that there was a little bit of an increase with, COVID and people staying home more, and then has that subsided, or is it about the same?
We're seeing our numbers about parallel to what they were post-COVID. During COVID, we weren't seeing a huge spike, and that was really because people were stuck at home with their abusers. And it wasn't until about 3 or 4 months after things started opening back up that we were starting to get that influx of victims who were actually reaching out because things were opening back up and they were seeing that there were services available. But we are not seeing a decrease in that number of people who are reaching out for help and resources. So it is a very real thing, and it's happening here in our backyard, and that's why we're so excited and happy to be here in our community to be able to provide these services to victims.
Great. Thank you so much. And don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Captain Eller with me and Amelia Sporson from the YWCA. Thanks so much for joining us today and telling us all about this great partnership that you have coming up with a RAD course. So tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been partnering with the Bristol City Police Department for about 3 years now on doing a RAD self-defense course. Both Danielle and I, and then 2 other people that we work with, are instructors for the RAD course. So it's a self-defense course that teaches women how to defend themselves if they ever come into a violent situation.
That's great. And how long is the class? And if you're interested, how do people sign up?
Yeah, absolutely. So it is October 11th, 12th, 18th, and 19th from 6 to 9 p.m. So you'll need to come all 4 days of that. So if you want to sign up, you can call the YWCA or you can just show up. We have our, on our flyer, we have our address on there. That's 106 State Street in Bristol, Virginia, and that'll be in our gymnasium over there.
Okay, and does this cost money?
It's totally free.
Wow, that's great. So how did you think to come up with this partnership? You want to answer that?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. So I have been an instructor since 2009. So myself and Lieutenant Greg Brown have been teaching within the community since then. And our classes just continued to grow and grow. And at that point, we kind of looked outside for some assistance. And luckily, we found the YWCA. And they had 2 instructors, so partnering with them was just ideal. So we were able to reach more women, our classes can be bigger, and we just have a really good turnout for that.
That's great. And what is the age range?
Anywhere from, we try to keep it around 12 to 13 to an adult female. And the reason that we do that is the topic obviously is rape, aggression, defense. So we do talk about rape and those type of situations and scenarios. So we would like to have a more of a mature audience for that. RAD also has a kids course, which we, I don't teach that, but they do have other avenues for younger children.
Do you find that by teaching women how to protect themselves, have you ever heard that, oh my gosh, thank goodness I've learned how to do this? Absolutely.
We've had success stories. So we have women that return. RAD has a lifetime return policy. So we have, so you can come back as often as you would like and train with us. So yeah, you're going to train with us. I mean, do you have to be in like great shape to take this class? Absolutely not.
Okay.
Lawrence Nadeau is the founder of RAD. So when he developed this program, it was for women of all ages. So he specifically designed this class for his elderly mother to be able to do these scenarios and formations that we do. So no, there is no age limit. There is no requirement for physical activity. There's no level for that. So.
You just meet them where they're at and
Absolutely.
kind of modify if they need to.
Right.
And I'm sure, it gives them a chance too with those 4 days to kind of practice what they're learning. A lot of times some of those moves are like muscle memory and you just have to kind of
Absolutely.
remember and try it and without hurting someone.
Absolutely. Each class builds on the other. So that's
Okay.
the reason that it's 4 days.
Gotcha.
So we start out slow and kind of build and then add technique as we go.
That's great. Well, anything else you want to add about this? Anything I'm missing you to?
I will say RAD, as far as me, law enforcement, I have taken a lot of self-defense classes. I've taken a lot of classes through the police department. RAD is probably one of the easiest, it's probably one of the best classes that I've ever had as far as a woman and self-defense. So yeah, I would encourage any woman that is interested, please come, please join us and come back.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being on today. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I am sitting here with Samantha Gray from Theater Bristol, and we have got a lot to talk about. So get your, calendar out and pen, and where do we even start? Well, maybe we'll work backwards and go with Elf.
Okay.
We could start with Elf. There are tickets on sale.
Yes, tickets just went on sale for Elf the Musical, and it's at the Paramount Center for the Arts in mid-November. the 11th through the 20th, those 2 weekends, and it's going to be really awesome.
That is a great, I think that's like a family favorite movie for most people, and it's so fun to see that come to life on the stage and kind of get you in the holiday spirit too.
It will definitely do that.
So I am sure those will sell out, so you probably definitely want to get online now. Is that the best way to get tickets?
Yes, go to ParamountBristol.org and get tickets right there. And if you have questions, you can call us.
Perfect. Now, moving up, we have some auditions coming.
Right. Our next auditions that we have are for To Kill a Mockingbird, and those are in December.
Okay.
In December, yeah.
So, okay, we're
Sorry,
not going in that order, but that's okay. So December, To Kill a Mockingbird, if you're interested in auditioning, that will be great. And then also now we're in October, so we're talking Sleepy Hollow, which just sounds like great.
I'm really excited about this one. So we've been working through this series of radio dramas that our old Don't Touch That Dial program produced or put together. They adapted, they wrote, and this is one of those. Rick McVeigh actually adapted this one, and Dottie Havlick, who's part of that original guard, is directing it, and last night we had auditions.
So it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And we're going to be performing at Anderson Park on October 29th. We'll have a 7 p.m. show and an 8 p.m. show, so you can see it at either time. It's just, we thought we're already out there, let's do it twice.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a stage radio drama with sound effects, like you can see the sound effects and watch everyone perform their different voices and roles.
Oh, that'll be really, really cool.
Yeah.
Just in time for Halloween, so that's great. Anything else you want to add while you're here?
Yeah, we've got some really neat things that I just want to put on people's minds. Like, we are right now running 3 levels of dramatics classes. We have a creative dramatics class that just began for 5 and 6-year-olds. We have Dramatics 1 and Dramatics 2 that we're running, and they'll run again. So, check out the website. People can see what else we offer in kind of teaching young people about dramatics. And then we have playtime in the art space for the really little ones, the 0 to 5-year-olds, on Saturday mornings at 9. And that's a lot of that's done by our youth board, our youth service board. So that's our teens. So that's another way to get involved. And I think that's everything, but I might think of something else.
But we love that. Yeah, so that's great, just to offer a little bit of training, especially if you're nervous and you're like, well, I would like to be on the stage, but I don't even know how to act. And this is a great way to kind of dip your toe in.
That's perfect. Yeah, we'll keep doing workshops. We do audition workshops with each of our really amazing directors, like Ken Nagel is the director of Elf the Musical, and he just did an audition workshop for that. So we will keep offering those as well. So that's great for adults to get involved too.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being on today. We really appreciate it. And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.